everyone, Carrie here. I'm so excited because next up we're going to be talking about products that change your life, that change your lifestyle, and make your home a happier and safer place to be. So you're going to want to stay tuned for this. We're going to get started with our guest speaker in just a couple of minutes. Let's just have a little musical interlude here as we're getting going, so give you an opportunity to grab that cup of coffee and sit down and enjoy this one. Awesome. So we're so excited today because we are here with Sheenay Richardson, who is proudly passionate about helping families create a healthier home and lifestyle. She connects people to safer, more effective, and environmentally friendly products that support wellness for themselves, their loved ones, and for the planet. This is great work that you're doing, Sheenay. We're so happy to have you here with us. And just take a minute to tell everybody about why are you so excited about, having these transformational type of products for people?
Well, I'm excited about this because it not only helps us as individuals, but it helps the environment as a whole. It starts with our home, and then when we take this and spread the word through word of mouth referral, it helps the environment as a whole. So I'm really excited about teaching people how to live and move safer and healthier with everything and all things that really can benefit us as people and animals.
Awesome. Well, I'm just going to let you get started here so you can start sharing all about this, and you just take it away.
Sure. Okay, so today we will be discussing wellness and safer living, which is about creating safer, healthier, and smarter homes. So today's topics will be about the problem, shopping revolution, safer cleaning, as well as smarter shopping and savings. So the next thing we'll talk about is the problem with traditional shopping. So the problem with traditional shopping is that we have less choices than we really think, meaning we're buying things, but assuming that it's good for us, or assuming that they have been honest about all of the ingredients that are used and the items that are being sold to us. And there is what we call the Big 11 companies, which own smaller companies. The cost is less, but the value of the ingredients are less. So that means we're getting less ingredients, but more dilution, which is not good for us. To go back to the Big 11 companies, in this image, you'll see that there are 11 companies listed at the top. Let me go scroll here. Here it is. And you'll see it's 11 companies. And these 11 companies are the companies that own all of the smaller companies that are listed underneath each one. So the products which give us less product are cheaper ingredients, and it's more water in the products. So with some of the companies, you may see that you spend less, but again, the products have less value to it. So for example, beeswax, it's a company that was a small company bought out by Clorox, which they do not even use any of the beeswax ingredients. They're just pretty much keeping the name so that people can continue to purchase these items. The shopping revolution is, it's time to be educated and given preferences, meaning let's be educated on what we're buying and what's actually in the ingredients. What are actually the ingredients that are being used in these products? So meaning we should give back to local small businesses to help support one another and help grow not only the small businesses, but grow us as a community, make a useful impact that is just not about making the bigger companies richer, but helping evolve us healthier and safer. I would say support someone who's in a small business like me rather than a bigger company like Walmart. I'm giving you safer quality products that's beneficial to you. And it's beneficial for your family and your homes as well. And it helps you save time by allowing you to shop for most of your everyday products online instead of taking the time to go aisle by aisle in stores. So I also personally write thank yous to my customers. Has Walmart ever sent you a personal thank you to you or anyone that you know? So here's how the shop back works. Other companies, big box companies like the Targets, the Costco's, the Walmarts, they spend millions and millions of dollars on marketing. With what I represent, we do not. We are all word of mouth referral, which saves money, which allows us to put the money back into the ingredients and how we ship and deliver our products. Every dollar spent is benefit back. So the healthier, safer products has less waste, which equals smarter choices. So we save the planet by offering high quality concentrated products delivered right to your front door. The safer products are for you and your family and pets included. So the products that are offered, we do not have to be concerned with kids getting into the products or animals getting into the products underneath our sinks, for example, causing harm to them. So with that being said, wouldn't it be better if the products had no poison and was safe enough to drink? Another benefit is that there's zero lawsuits in comparison to other companies like Johnson and Johnson, who would rather just fall or settle for a settlement rather than take the time to change the ingredients in their products. Another great benefit is there are no more coupon clippings when it comes to being a customer with me, because time is not wasted running around trying to figure out what's in the stores and looking for each individual product to do a coupon clipping with. It's also a peace of mind knowing that your purchases are really backed with real value. So, as a side note, if products are watered down from big box companies, they are cheaper. But the concentrated products may cost a little more, but that's only because of the natural ingredients that we use. And using concentrated and natural ingredients with water gives you 4 times more value than one bottle of product that's diluted with just plain water and toxin chemicals. So I switched my home products to using more concentrated, eco, and people friendly products because it provides a cleaner and a much more safer environment. So it benefits you by allowing you to buy for yourself and earn while you do it. So we offer loyalty dollars that can be constructively well spent. And I suggest to customers to watch different videos just to be informed about our loyalty points and to be educated on the different type of products, how they are made from the big 11 companies, as well as the products that we use and that we've made. The benefits for your wallet. So it's a shop back, it saves, and it gives rewards, as I previously mentioned, and opportunities are to share and to earn. And also, you're no longer just a consumer, but you are really making an important decision by being a part of a movement. The bigger picture is you get to network, you get to meet different people, you get to involve different people when it comes to the movement, making an impact, making a safer, healthier environment for others, including you and your family and your pets, if you have any. It's a bigger vision. So this is a network of like-minded people who shop smarter. And the vision is it isn't just about making purchases, but it's about changing the way families build financial and wellness security. And creating an impact means shopping that creates beyond your household. We can't change the entire world at once, but what if we could change it at least 5 to 20% of how the world even thinks? So that would be an impact over the world over time. Would you like to be a part of that 20%? So the real result is we replace unsafe products. I've spoken to people who have used the items due to having illnesses, and they've made testimonies of how the items have really become a life changer for them and their loved ones. And they say they will not use other items ever again because this is how much of a difference it truly makes in each person's life. Families can earn an extended amount a month, covering significant portions of grocery bills or even car payments. People replace toxic products with safer ones, and individuals create supplemental income. Thousands are already making the switch as we speak. So, with that being said, how to get started, let me be your concierge. Book a time to talk with me about your shopping goals and explore this concept. So, today we've went over the problem with toxic products versus the shopping revolution of how to use safer, healthier ingredients, the safer cleaning that it causes, and how smarter shopping and savings can be beneficial to you and to those around you. I want to thank everyone for your time because right now the change is here. Don't get left behind because we are changing the world one house at a time. Will the next house be yours? Is the next question. If I caught your attention today, I would encourage you to take my survey to see if this will be a match for you and for your family. When you take the survey, there is a free ebook included. If you scan the QR code that is on the screen, that is to access my shopping survey link. thank you all so very much for your time, and I really appreciate you listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Awesome. All right, we're just, closing out here, but I want to cover a couple of those points again because that was amazing. Great presentation, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
was just thinking about that screen that you shared with the 11 companies that own everything. And thank you for sharing that. Anyone can Google that. You can actually go onto Google and you can say, what are the 11 companies that own all the other companies? And those documents, those diagrams will pop up. If you click images, you'll see them. And you'll see that like companies like Coca-Cola, and there's different ones on there. Unilever is another one, and it has this whole list of all these other companies that they have, and then you realize that, wait a minute, if they own this one, these, then they buy and sell these ones, like what are they doing when they take over these companies? And I know it came to my attention that during like 2020 when
Mhm.
the world went crazy and everything changed at the grocery store. I think we all remember that. And I went down and I started to pay more attention to like who owned what and stuff like that. And yeah, that story that you were talking about, Burt's Bees, we used that product for years, and then I realized it doesn't taste the same. Something's up
Mhm.
here, and then found out that it's actually owned by Clorox. Like, wow, what a revelation, eh?
Yes.
And I saw that with a vitamin company. I'm Canadian, so we have this company in Canada called Jameson's Vitamins, and it was a Canadian-owned company, and they made a big deal about it being Canadian-owned.
Mhm.
And when they sold it, they wanted Canadians to buy it, and they thought that they did. But what happened in reality was a big conglomerate bought it, who looked Canadian, and then they resold it again. And so now it's being traded on the stock market, and all of a sudden Jameson's vitamins are available in the dollar store, which should tell you something about how the quality changed, because you can't produce a high quality vitamin and have it be sold for $1 a
Exactly.
bottle for like 50 pills.
Exactly. Correct.
Right? But it's been amazing that like so many people don't realize this. They want to shop American bought, or they want to shop Canadian bought in Canada, and they're putting like the logos on things,
Mhm.
saying that it is Canadian made or USA made. But it may or may not be. It may only have a certain amount of that is made in our countries, and the rest is actually coming in from other places.
Right.
And it's just marketing. It's all marketing. They're making it look like it's something is happening there that's not. And once the company's been IPO'd, it's actually owned elsewhere. You
Right.
know, everybody, there's got shareholders from all over the world, and it's a matter of who has the largest shares. And then the company really lives to feed the shareholder, not look after the customer. So, thank you for pointing that out. Like that's just, we don't realize that when we're going shopping at the big box store.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. The marketing to me equals costing more, which we're spending more because we're paying for the marketing. And the marketing is also dishonesty. It's not being loyal to the customers. It's not really giving value to the customers either when it's diluting it with water or diluting it with unhealthy, safer toxin chemicals.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think it's important that we do spend our money as much as we can with the small business owner and operator. So I totally am supporting, what you're doing. By the way, I use the product line that Sheenay is talking about, and I am one of those raving fans. Every week I have a new product that I'm so excited about and so thrilled with the performance on. I could just go on and on and on. Everything from household items to skincare products to, vitamin products, and oh my gosh, and medical products. Like there's just so many things that it's solved problems for in our house. It's just amazing. And I know you've had many experiences with the products as well.
Absolutely. It's been a life changer for me. I went from having chemicals that I was using to clean, like Clorox, to where it was just very contaminating. It was very like allowing me to have runny noses, to cough excessively for long periods of time. And it was so strong on my clothes and my body. I could just walk past people and they would start to cough and sneeze. And I knew it was an issue. And it would just linger. Like I could taste it, I could smell it for hours. it took hours for the smell and taste to go away. So that's when I knew I needed an alternative and that this was like unhealthy. And then that's when I reached out to someone and they explained to me this switch. And when I did the switch, it was a life changer. I don't have those issues at all. And I use the products happily and on a regular. And I don't have an issue with even using it excessively because it doesn't cause those coughs and sneezes or anything like that. It's very healthy, it's very safe, and it has a great fragrance.
Absolutely. I've been thrilled with it, and even lately, even thrilled with new things. Was been putting one of the products in my bath water. And I don't, many people don't know this, but I've been going through, I went through chemo this year and radiation more recently. And it's the only thing that got rid of the itching and the rashing. And it's like, it's just phenomenal. So just so many ways that we can use it. And many members of my family have been using it as well. Just raving fans of the whole process. So thank you for sharing that. But I want to talk about, what are your gifts? Like, what are the gifts that during the summit, she is giving out her gifts. And of course, right on the final page of her presentation there, she had a gift that was there for everybody. And you can just get it by scanning the QR code there, right there. And so tell us again, what does that give them?
That gives you the access to my shopping survey link. And it's a small questionnaire. It's about 10 questions. And it just asks you what's important to you, and then you go down the line of what's important to you about saving money or having quality, safer products used. And then it just gives you access to that and just explain. And then we'll go to the next step from there. And my VIP gift is 101 ways to problem solve for your home with the different solution items that we offer.
Right. Well, that's excellent. And we'll put up the links and stuff as well in the video information about how to get the VIP gift, and make sure that you are actually registered for the summit to see all of the free gifts that are there as well. But I'm just loving it. And that whole thing about, products being safer is so important, because we've seen that actually just even in our network. I've had people come and tell me horror stories of, what happened when a child got into product that was underneath the kitchen sink, and just how that, dramatically changed their lives in an afternoon because little guy got into something, So it's just amazing to be having stuff in your home that you don't have to worry about that. There's one less worry in life, that you can focus on things that matter and know that everybody's safe. So
absolutely,
that's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing all of that with us today. Phenomenal time here with you, Sheenay. And I just recommend again to everybody, definitely take that that QR code and use it right away. And stay tuned as well. Keep following along in the playlist here for other videos that are now going to be coming up next in our summit. And of course, I want to also encourage everybody to make sure that you are subscribing to the YouTube channel as well, and that you come back for more, because we have so much more to share with you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sheenay, for being with us today. And we'll have our next one coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you.